Thank you so much for joining me for a kickoff show. We had some last minute changes in the lineup. So I am doing a kickoff show today, this morning, and then I'm going to be joining you later on this afternoon for my slot. So I wanted to take a moment. Let me get a giveaway going because we don't have any time to waste. The giveaways are ephemera. I actually picked them out for you today. So the first one is for this Christmas card, and then each giveaway is also going to get a green Coca-Cola Santa playing card and a red Coca-Cola Santa playing card. So that is the giveaway. Get in there. So I wanted to take a second and explain what we're doing. So this train is called It's Not What You Think. So It's Not What You Think is a concept that I came up with because some people struggle to come up with a way to repurpose items in a different way. And so I started curating more in my shows and in my Shop My Shelves shows. And I thought that doing a train where we had items, either just selling the items and then talking about how we could upcycle them in a different purpose than it was intended, or going ahead and upcycling them and then selling it as an already made vignette, would be a great way to kind of inspire creativity, especially around the holidays. So we did our first installment of this back in September, and it was very successful. There was a lot of demand to bring it back. So I put together a holiday edition. And the difference is now we are trying to do some of our listings focused around Christmas upcycles and ideas. Many of the lineup today have focused mainly on Christmas, which is great. Some people have a mixture of both. I have a mixture of both Christmas and non-Christmas upcycles. Everything that I'm going to have later is behind me. So anyway, I'm going to go through and highlight each of the sellers. I went through their shops this morning and found a couple of my favorite things in each of their lineups. But they are very excited. We've been working very hard to bring you our best. And many people have already done their upcycles. They're going to be selling them already upcycled for you. So you don't have to create anything if you don't want to. It's really a nice way to display quote unquote everyday items in a different way. And especially now with the holidays coming up, getting you inspired for some different ways of looking at holiday decor. So the train lineup is pinned. So you can go right in there, take a screenshot of the lineup. If you guys are in the shows today, if you're in the train today, put your emoji up, put your time up. If somebody who's here and in the show could tag and pin, like Willow, I know you're a mod, if you could pin each seller, that would be fantastic. So I am going to raid Angela Loves to Thrift. She's right there in about 12 minutes. She's a newish seller, but she's got fantastic stuff. She's worked very hard on a lot of upcycles and vignettes for you. My favorite highlights of that catalog are the upcycled clipboard, and she's got a lot of opportunity to buy items either already styled in a vignette or to get just the piece and then upcycle it yourself using her inspiration. So that is Angela Loves to Thrift. Angela is going to raid into Couples Collectibles. Couples Collectibles has this vignette called A Charlie Brown Christmas, which if you guys know anything about peanuts or Charlie Brown, you probably know what that means. A Charlie Brown Christmas, and it's going to be sold as a vignette, so you already have it all made together, and I just thought that was so cute. She also has red and green little leather library books. Those are in high demand right now. It's hard to find them at a good price, and she's starting them at $5 a piece, which is like insane money. I've bookmarked those. I'll be competing with you guys to get some of those as well. So if you're looking for little library books, red and green specifically for the holiday, those are in Couples Collectibles lineup. Couples is going to be rating into Red Brick Cottage Co. If you guys are on the train today, please put your emojis in your times as I'm talking. Feel free to put them in the entire time. We got to tap the screen, give me hearts, boost up the algorithm. There's many trains today, so we want to keep as many people focused on this train as possible. So Red Brick Cottage Co. has my favorite things from her is she took bundt pans, vintage bundt pans, and she made them beautiful. I've upcycled bundt pans into pumpkins. I've seen that before, but she put this floral arrangement in there that is so pretty. There's a couple different ones in there to choose from. And I don't know if that's permanent or not, so you might be able to switch it out as you want. But as a centerpiece, sorry, I have a hair floating in front of me. But as a centerpiece on a table, an entryway table, buffet table, that is so beautiful and classic. And then the other thing that she had that I loved is she styled sewing drawers. She's got multiple wood sewing style drawers. So if you like that kind of thing for a vignette, Thrifty, you got that first giveaway. Let's get another one going. All right, so the second giveaway is going. It is for this card. And you also get a red Santa and a green Santa, Coca-Cola Santa playing cards for all the giveaways today. So that's running. Everybody get in there. All right. So the sewing style drawers are at Red Brick Cottage Co. She is going to be rating into Art by Gigi. I had a lot of stuff in Gigi's that I loved. I loved the option to get framed art. I'm a big fan of using antique ephemera to display, especially around the holidays, Christmas, Easter, New Year's, Halloween. And then she has these beautiful, which I've bookmarked, so I'm going to be putting a pre-bid in for those. These like antique writing tags. They've got like antique ephemera on them, and they're tags, so gift tags or whatever you want to use them for. And then she also has a display. It's a vignette. It looks like a chair, but I think it's a sewing um piece. You could put spools like on the sides, but she's upcycled it into a really beautiful vignette. So that is Art by Gigi. She's a very creative human in general on the app, so she's got fire lineup. And then we're going to go to my bestie, Thrifty Ginger 22. Thrifty Ginger 22 has a metal flower frog. So I know for displaying ephemera and things, metal flower frogs are highly sought after. So she's got one of those, and I believe she's got ephemera included with it. Hold on one second. Benedict, leave him alone. And then the dogs are always naughty when I'm live. No, go lay down. And then she also has, guys, with multiple pre-bids on it already, a gumball machine full of winking Santa mugs. It's got probably 8 to 10 mugs in it. That's pinned, I believe, on her show. It's amazing. They're actually the old vintage mugs. I know she's got fire vintage Christmas today. She also has a gumball machine that's got the vintage light bulbs in it as well. So that is Thrifty Ginger 22. She's going to be rating into Vintage Leah Rusty Cottage. She has an amazing tin vignette, which old tins to use, like even like blue, green, gold, yellow, white, red tins. If they don't have a lid, you can put the vignette inside. If they have the lid, you can put it on top. So that's what Leah did. She made a beautiful vignette out of a Maxwell coffee tin. And then she also has a beautiful upcycled lantern. She took the middle of the lantern and made it into a beautiful vignette. So I know she's been making vignettes and does for Vintage Christmas for years. And so a lot of her stuff is high quality, everything included. If you want a classic vintage vignette, Leah's got it already ready made for you. So then Vintage Leah is rating into the Rusted Willow NWI. And hey, Lori. And everybody get in the giveaway. It's for a antique postcard, and then you're going to get 2 Coca-Cola Santa playing cards, a red and a green. Tap the screen if you're here so we can boost that algorithm. Share your emojis and your times if you're in the train today. The Rusted Willow NWI is doing, Gigi, I'm going to mod you. I'm just going to mod everybody who's in the show. So you guys go right on ahead and just do whatever you need to do. The Rusted Willow NWI is doing where the listings are the item, and then when she shows the item live, she's going to show you how to upcycle it. Excuse me. So she's got Lennox, which is like a key trigger word for collectors out there of Christmas. And then she has the cutest vintage ashtrays. They've got like, I think transferware on them, or they're painted. They are beautiful vintage scenes. Vintage ashtrays are a great display piece for Christmas. Hang them on a wall, make them the background of a shelf piece. So good. So that's the Rusted Willow NWI. Yes, I'm crossing it off as I go along. Then Willow's going to raid into me. So I have my show up, my auction tab. But Snug, hello, friend. Everybody, thank you for bringing your friends over, Snug. Hey, Bliss. Hey, Tuesday. Everybody get in the giveaway. It's for a vintage postcard, and then you're going to get a red and green Coca-Cola Santa playing card. And we're just going through our lineup. So I have my show up. Definitely take a look, put pre-bids in. I am on at 3:15, and then at 4, which is 5 Eastern, I am rating into Rob Doulos. And the full lineup is below, so you can click on this listing right here and then screenshot it, or you can go in the search bar of your home screen, type in "It's Not What You Think," and all the shows will pop up. You can bookmark us all, put your pre-bids in. That second giveaway is getting ready to run. Rob Doulos has Santa upcycled paintbrushes that she made into Santas, which I think is just the most adorable thing. Who's going to get that giveaway? Mimi, congratulations. That is coming to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone tap the screen, get that algorithm boosted. The last giveaway is going. It is for this postcard, and then you get your 2 playing cards. So get in there for another opportunity at freebies. That one's actually the only one that is an antique postcard. It's dated 1916. Very classic. So get in there. So then we have, okay, Robin has the upcycled paintbrushes that look like Santa. They're so cute. And then she has Rusty Crusty doorknobs, which I believe are just a choice of the doorknob, but they're beautiful for floral. You can put a wire photo holder in there. So many things you can do with those. And I'm sure she's going to give you all of the ideas. So then we have Robin is rating into Loot Lounge. Loot Lounge has this vignette. It's called Date with Captain America. And it's a Captain America cup, and then it's paired with like a romance novel. It's so funny and just like something that I would give as like a white elephant gift. I just think it's a great idea. And then she has lots of pieces that would get put in vignettes. I'm sure she's going to show you how to upcycle those, but lots of really cute smalls and things to go in vignettes. There's Loot. Oddwill Thrift is after Loot Lounge, and Oddwill is still working on their lineup, but they did reach out to me and say that one of the things they wanted me to highlight was they have lots of cloche vignettes that are made with like upcycled pieces, found pieces. And so they're going to show you how to take everyday objects or things that you would otherwise maybe get rid of and give them a second life and turn them into a little vignette under a cloche, which I think is great. And cloches are such a trigger word. People are always looking for those. That is Oddwill Thrift. Yeah, keeps it safe from cats who like to eat bottle brush trees like mine do. All right, I'm going to go quick. Oddwill Thrift is rating into Rag and Ribbon. Rag and Ribbon, she's right here. She has the cutest starfish snowman ornaments, like a bunch of different sizes and types. And then she also handmade framed ephemera. She made diorama ornaments, kitschy Christmas. I have a lot of that stuff bookmarked. I'll be hanging out in that show. Curated by the Creative is another one still working on her lineup, but she's got this amazing plastastic like assemblage of stuff. It looks like a candle ring that she's zhuzhed up. It's so amazing. And she did say she'd have more to come. She's later in the day, so make sure you check back to her. And then our caboose is the Thrifty Roo. And the Thrifty Roo has a Joanna Parker item, which is a trigger item for a lot of people. A lot of people collect Joanna Parker, myself included. And she has these beautiful vintage mercury glass tie-ons. They look like starbursts. They're in beautiful different colors. There's Oddwill Thrift. They're in amazing condition. So make sure that you check those out. And that is our amazing lineup, you guys. If you guys like this train, tap some hearts. Let me know in my messages that you like it. I'm thinking about doing a spring edition. If you guys want to be a part of the train, message me because I'll be getting that sign up together in the next day or so. But again, it's not what you think. Thank you so much. It's not what you think. So they're taking an item, they're upcycling it in a way that you wouldn't normally think. A lot of it is holiday related, but not all of it. There's couples. If you guys are in the show today, Leah, put your emojis up there. Tap the screen. Let's get as many people in this room as we can to go see Angela. Angela's a smaller, newer seller. She's amazing though. She's highly organized. She's got amazing stuff, and we want to definitely start this train off with a bang. Here's your giveaway. It's this postcard. And then you're going to get a red and green Coca-Cola Santa playing card. I just broke them out of the box, so they're in great condition. Great for flower frogs, vignettes. Make these into gift tags. You can upcycle them, whatever you want to do. So make sure that you guys Stay on the train, send lots of love our way. We've worked really hard. Let's go pull this giveaway. Who's going to win it? Good luck, you guys. Rag and ribbon. Carrie, congratulations. All right, we're going to go see Angie. Put roses in the chat when you get over there. Show her lots of love. Tap the screen. We want to keep that algorithm in our favor for today. We're competing against a lot of good raid trains. So please stick on the train all day if you can. Just put us in the on in the background and keep working or running errands or whatever you want to do. All right, my name's Emily. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later. Say hi to Angie.